Now see this, we are supposed to show that the characteristic roots of a triangular matrix are just the diagonal elements of the matrix. What does it mean? That the eigenvalues of a triangular matrix are nothing but the values across the principal diagonal. That is what we are supposed to show. Are you getting this? Simple. The question is, show that if you have a triangular matrix. What is triangular matrix? Either the elements below the principal diagonal are zeros, or all zeros, or above the principal diagonal are all zeros. That is called as triangular matrix. And the same thing will even apply for diagonal matrix as well, because in a diagonal matrix all the elements below and above the principal diagonals are zeros. So the same thing, whichever I am going to prove here, you can just prove the same thing even for diagonal matrix also. Okay, now let me prove it for the triangular matrix. So what is that they are asking? If you have a triangular matrix, now we are supposed to prove that the eigenvalues are nothing but the values of the principal diagonal elements, right? So it will be useful even in the questions, in some numerical questions. What they will give is, they'll directly give you the triangular matrix, and then they will ask you to find out the eigenvalues. Then you need not solve it, just look at the values across the principal diagonal. They are nothing but the eigenvalues there. But anyway, let's prove it here. So in order to prove it, I'll just take a matrix A, which is a triangular matrix of order n, which means I'm taking a n by n matrix which is triangular. In this case, I'm taking the upper triangular matrix, which means all the elements below the principal diagonal are 0. See this? If this is the principal diagonal, a11, a2, a1, a22, a33, so on, an, this is the principal diagonal, then all the elements below it are zeros, and all the elements above it may be 0 or non-zeros, right? So this is a upper triangular matrix, because I am very sure that all the elements below the diagonal are zeros. That is why I am calling it as upper triangular matrix. Now what is that I wanted to prove is, the eigenvalues of this matrix are all a11, a22, so on, ann. How can I prove it? We have to write the characteristic equation and we have to solve it. What is characteristic equation? Before going for characteristic equation, let's find out the characteristic expression. So what is that? A minus lambda I. So let me find out what is the a minus lambda I here. So in order to find out a minus lambda I already told you that you take the matrix A, and from the principal diagonal elements you have to subtract lambda. Yes, I have subtracted lambda, then I got this. Now I want to find out the determinant of this, and we already know that the determinant of any triangular matrix is nothing but product of all the elements across the principal diagonal, which means product of all these elements is going to be the determinant of this matrix, isn't it? So determinant of a minus lambda is nothing but determinant of this matrix, which is nothing but product of all these elements across the principal diagonal. What are all these elements? a11 minus lambda, a22 minus lambda, a33 minus lambda, so on, ann minus lambda, right? Therefore the roots of the equation, so if once you find out that a minus lambda is this one, the roots of this equation are nothing but the eigenvalues, isn't it? Therefore we have to find out the roots of this one. So what will be roots of this one? This entire thing has to be equal to 0. If this entire thing has to be equal to 0, then any one of them have to be 0. If any one of them have to be 0, then lambda has to be either a11 or a22 or a33 or ann. Therefore we finally find out that lambda has to be a11 or a22 or a33 or so on, ann, which means these are all the eigenvalues for this particular matrix, so which happen to be the principal diagonal elements. Therefore that is the proof. So what is it? The eigenvalues of any triangular matrix is nothing but the principal diagonal elements. This is applicable even for lower triangular matrix or upper triangular matrix or diagonal matrix. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177. and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.